Warning. The Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be light.
You're garbage.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello! Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 275, The War to Settle the Score!
Yeah!
Smoke weed every day.
The Drunken Peasants are making America great again, y'all.
And not only that, we are going to have the epic confrontation between Galen and Egghead in just a few minutes. I want to remind everyone that there is a link in the description to vote on who you think came out on top. There's already people who voted. They must be time travelers.
Travelers
Cool.
from
Something
the
like
future.
that. Yeah, so let's get them on.
Let's get them on. Get these motherfuckers on the show. That fucking faggot Paul probably going to be complaining about connection issues or something. Paul, always complaining.
See what you gonna be. Everything is in front of me.
Ring. Oh, Paul. Oh, you're not the weakest link.
Let's do this shit.
Hold on, everybody.
Hold on a minute.
Yo.
No one speak yet.
Yeah. We gotta get y'all's volume right.
Okay. Copy that.
Making adjustments to the Skype.
There we go.
Damn, Galen, you ready?
That's right, motherfucker.
That's right, motherfucker. Representing 504.
The people can't see this yet, so.
I'll just bring them on full screen.
Yeah, put them full screen.
That's cool.
Make
All
them
right.
the screen.
Oh, I'm not feeling my best today, though. It's a
All
shitty
right.
day. Sorry,
These things happen.
Paul, for not being healthy today.
Blame me.
Yeah.
Paul's
All right, I'll take
probably less healthy than you, dude.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
what he eats?
Paul's average diet is like what? Like Whataburger and like frozen pizza?
Paul,
Basically.
I've seen Paul go into my fridge and literally pull out a fucking stick of butter and just start eating it, you know?
Yeah, I've seen that a few times at least.
If there's nothing else around, I mean, butter is good.
It's
You know
good
what I mean?
eating.
It's good
What about-
eatings, man.
What about peanut butter?
I'll eat that too.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to fucking recap what's going on for the people who are confused about what this is. So basically, just to get everyone up to speed, Egghead here started a GoFundMe, saying, you know, we have expenses, and you know we're broke, and you know we got legal expenses too. And, you know, a lot of people were kind of curious, like, what are these legal expenses? And it came to light that the legal expenses were from Egghead's fiance, a few years back, was working at a daycare center, ended up hitting some kid, getting, pleading guilty to injury to a child or something.
Yeah, a felony.
Yeah, which is I think a third class felony or whatever the fuck.
Third degree felony.
Third degree felony.
That's what it said on the charge.
Yeah. So it was actually Galen who brought that information to my attention because he is the investigative journalist of YouTube. He's probably the only investigative journalist left on Earth, actually, because he seems like he can actually dig and find shit. And
I do well on Steve Shives too, don't I?
He has long ears and a long tongue, he says.
Yeah.
They reach everywhere. So I don't know who we start with. Do we get Egghead's side first? Egghead, why don't you tell us your version of shit, and then we'll have Galen come on and
that sounds good. So
offer up what he's got.
You have the floor, sir.
Well, basically, like I stated, we started the GoFundMe. It was not my original. It was basically both me and Ryby's idea to basically start the GoFundMe to start the whole, basically get everything on the ball. I'm not denying that. I omitted from the thing because I thought it would be. Yes, I did omit. I omit. Yes.
Why?
Because I thought it was. I thought what was basically personal information. That's why. That's because I thought it would be just like personal stuff, like personal information that, like, people did not know about it. Do I see my other ways because of that shit? Yeah. Yes, of course I do. But now,
why did you admit it? Why? So it's personal. So why did you admit it?
Because I thought that, like, no one should, like, understand, like, what she has been through, Galen. I thought that she shouldn't be, like, dragged through the dirt because she's already been through that shit.
We're not talking about dragging through the dirt. You're asking for money. Explain why you were admitting information.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Come on, spit it out.
Well, the reason why, like,
it's okay. It's okay, kid.
Yeah, full screen that shit.
It's all right. Go.
I wasn't trying to fucking scam anyone.
No, let's not get into apologetics. Let's stick to what the questions you were explaining why you admitted information.
Because what I thought was, because I believed it was personal information, and I thought it should stay as personal information. Now that I see, because it's something that obviously the people are going to think that she's that horrible, horrible human being.
Why would they think that?
Because they're going to see the fucking charge and they're going to think, oh, she's a horrible human being. That's why.
That's not necessarily true. I mean, people do make mistakes, and some worse than others.
Yeah. So come on, explain why you had to admit, though, and you and Ryby and whoever else in your ilk. Explain yourself. That's what you're here to do. You wanted this opportunity. Here you go. Do it.
I'm trying to.
Well, you're not doing a very good job.
It was her past.
Ante up, ante up, or shut the fuck up.
Why don't you like his answer to the question, Galen?
He's not explaining it. He's going into apologetics.
I'm not going into apologetics.
Yes, you did. Excuse me.
Like that.
I'm answering TJ. This is what was going on. It's like, why would you admit personal information? Why would that be? Just get to the cause of what you were doing and what was going on. Explain yourself on your side of the story. And he has a hard time doing it, which it seems he's had a hard time doing the whole time, which fits with his history. And the history of his ilk as well.
So what you said his history, so
yes,
what
his
ilk is that?
Other people that he's talked about, he just mentioned. He's had help from other people, and he has like little. I gotta say the egg carton. Let's just call him the egg carton.
Egg carton. Okay.
Yes, the egg carton.
Okay, because I don't know that Egghead has ilk. I don't know that.
Sadly, it's true. It's more like a rotten egg carton, but it's okay.
Okay.
Egghead knows this. That's why he doesn't want to speak about it. But anyway, he can go on and
with
explain.
Egghead, for sure.
Let's see if he can try to explain.
Because because it should have just stated in the past. It should have just stayed in the past. That's all it should have stayed in.
Well, the problem with that is, the problem with what you're saying is, and I get what you're saying about someone being dragged through the mud. Sure, that does happen to people, of course. No one's going to deny that for a second. But Ryby wrote this, and what in the text she wrote, she said legal expenses. So at the same time, you're asking for money for legal expenses, which are tied to this charge. So therefore, it is relevant and contextual to say, well, what are these legal expenses for?
Also, it's. I know you wanted to keep it private, but criminal records are public.
I totally understand that. I totally understand that they're public information.
Okay, so here, let me ask a question. So Egghead put this thing up. It was brought to light that there was a child abuse charge involved. Egghead pulled down the GoFundMe and, to my knowledge, refunded the people who had donated to him.
Well, why did he?
So hold on. Well, okay. So why he did it is kind of irrelevant.
I think it's very relevant.
Okay, but why the acrimony still? Why all of the craziness on Twitter and all the wild argumentation? Like, look, he stopped. He refunded
He's doing
the money.
Wild argumentation.
Well, people have been I don't know. I haven't been following it super close, but Twitter has been nothing but this Egghead drama for me for the last 24 hours.
Hitting me up, asking me about stuff.
Sure, understandable. What I guess my question is. So what further is there to do here? He removed the GoFundMe. He refunded the money.
But Paul, to that point, he removed it when he was confronted with this information.
Sure.
Is that true? Is that true? Is that what you're saying? Why did you take it down? Let's get to the facts of right from the source here.
Yeah, and you immediately pulled Egghead. You did immediately pull it down at that point.
Yes, I did.
Why? But why exactly? What got you right before that to do it? What happened?
Because I was informed that it was against the terms of service.
By who?
I didn't know. TJ. He messaged me. Yes, TJ told me. He messaged me.
That is true.
He messaged me saying they didn't message me. They didn't message me saying that it was.
I was in touch with GoFundMe and talked to them about it.
I can back up. I was in the Twitter DM conversation where TJ revealed to Egghead that it was a violation of GoFundMe's terms of service. I was included in that. And can provide documentation of it. So
it was actually under user agreement number 12. I mean, do you not read these? I mean, you've had other GoFundMe before, even though Ryby says, quote, you have never asked for money in your entire life before. You know, so
I understand this.
Yeah, you had them last year. You had a GoFundMe last year. You had more. You had another one, and by the way, there's a lot more here. There's a lot more to go over, and how much money you've been asking for previously, okay, and how much money you still owe, because it's more than a TOS. You're asking she is penalized if you do the crime, you do the time, and you pay the fine. Except you want other people to pay the penalties, and you lied. You were a fraud. You and your ilk are frauds, and you and others have colluded with you to lie and defraud people, and to have other people with respectability come, including TJ here, and Drunken Peasants, and latch onto them like a sycophant piece of shit that you are, that everyone knows you are. And you latch onto this shit. I mean, it's disgraceful, and you've lied at every fucking turn. I mean, you've been going about, I have the money here on how much you owe. I've seen every fucking record. I've seen everything. I've been in touch with so many people on this, so it's really easy to do, by the way. You know, you didn't do a very good job as a liar. You should pretty much stop at this point.
Okay.
So you still owe $26.20. Okay? You still owe $26.20, and you have these fees because you're owed it by Texas Code Criminal Procedure Article 2605 to repay fees. And yes, you did. You didn't disclose that. You still haven't disclosed all this stuff, so you're still not being forthcoming.
I mean, look,
you're just a chronic fucking lying piece of shit. Wait, I'm not done. You have to repay. You have to replace the cost of the court, and you have other criminal fees for the child abuse, and you're asking for $3,000. If you wanted to ask for a few $100, I understand, but you'd have to have a reason. But you don't. You want to repay these fees. And earlier for the fees, while someone is on probation, you know, you didn't come. You came by yourself to New Orleans. So when you're asking for excessive amounts of money and to take your girlfriend to Disneyland for last year in 2015, you're gonna. Where's the proof from the probation officer that you have for this shit? And you're asking for $5,500? I have screenshots of every fucking thing. So you've been lying and committing fraud for over a fucking year.
I wanted
to
have
your ill. You're a fucking.
All right, Galen. Galen, give him a chance to respond.
Let's hear what Egghead has to say to this.
Shut up! Everybody shut up! Everybody shut up!
Damn it!
Everybody shut up. Okay. Egghead.
Give him a chance to respond.
Yeah, go ahead and respond.
Respond to what Galen has said.
Yeah, because that's a lot.
Yes, I understand that. I understand everything of what Galen has said.
So sorry.
Well, if
you know what,
Galen, let him respond.
I didn't ask you to understand it. I asked you to respond to it.
I'm fucking tired of this. You know what? I understand what I did. I understand what has been happening. I'm tired of this. I do understand. I do.
Don't say shit. Do shit. When you teach like a child, don't tell a child what to do. Show them. Show me. Explain. Have argumentation, you retarded fuck.
Tired of this. I'm really tired.
You know what, dude? I gotta speak up here. I don't understand the level of acrimony that's going on here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There.
Like I don't understand. Like, look. It's one thing.
Shut up, Egghead.
Hold on, Egghead, please. Like, please.
Yeah.
It's one thing to rake the guy over the coals about this, right? It's another thing to just call him a fucking retard.
Yeah, it is, and I have a one that I haven't listened to, and I'll back it up.
You'll back it up that he's a retard? Like,
no, it's hyperbole. Like, you haven't used that on the Drunken Peasants. Shut the fuck up, Ben.
Right, but, like, you know, it's not our show to bring somebody on and just call them a retard over and over again. Especially not... Right. Okay, all right, well, go ahead. I mean,
like you haven't shot hyperbole ever, Paul.
Yeah, no. Hyperbole is fine. Hyperbole.
I mean, okay. What I'm saying is, hold on. Let me throw my Make America Great hat in this for a second.
Yeah, TJ, you speak.
I mean, what Galen is saying here is that, you know, these charges were from 2013, right? 2014. Okay, so they're from 2014. Yeah. Egghead's has done several GoFundMes in the intervening time. So this most recent one, yeah, he took that down and refunded all the money. But there was also people giving money to these other ones who were fucking unknowingly, unwittingly giving money to someone's child abuse defense. So I think Galen's acrimony is somewhat justified here, in my opinion.
They were not giving it. They were not giving to. Okay, what the Disneyland charge, the Disneyland GoFundMe was not giving money to the fucking GoFundMe. It was not. The fucking New Orleans
you needed $5,500 for that, which would have covered all these. And do you have from the parole officer written permission to take her there to Florida? Yes or no?
She would have to talk to the parole officer and basically
did you do that ahead of time? If you're going to ask for money, would you have gotten it beforehand? Yes, it's simple.
She was living in a different part of Texas. She was living in a part of Texas. Right. I couldn't ask her because she was. I wanted to surprise her. I wanted to surprise her and basically give it to her.
So you want everyone to take this on faith that while you have lied at every turn through all of this, and I'm just pointing this out, this person's a liar. He wants to take this convicted child abuser to Disney World, right? Is that correct? A lot of kids there.
Okay, for God's sake, what she did in the fucking past does not define who she is the person. She does not.
There's some humor for you, Paul.
I have to say, I've read Egghead. I've read some reports. I just read today another report from another parent who was talking about their kids being yelled at, screamed at, pulled around, hit at this school. It seems like this school where she was working, or this daycare, was actually. It seems like there's multiple parents who complained about this sort of atmosphere here.
I didn't know
Oh,
her at
sure.
the time.
We're not saying you did.
I'm not saying
We're not
you were at the
saying you
time.
did. We're not saying you did. But let me ask you something, Egghead, and this is with all sincerity.
I'm just saying that what I'm really getting at, I think, is that your version of events about this kid just getting a little tap.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, how do you know that? How do you?
That's what she told me. I've seen the mother's fucking response. I've seen the mother's testimony. I've seen both sides of the story.
So you don't really know.
Now you're
so you don't really know is what you're saying.
You're disputing this now.
I honestly don't know anymore. I don't know anymore what to believe. I don't know.
Sure.
Okay. I've conflicted because I'm with a woman who I love.
Evidence.
I would love to see it.
There's a lot of evidence. You love to see it. Well, you have access to a lot of records through Brittany, so why don't you go through her?
I probably will. I will.
I will. Yeah, you definitely should. You should definitely investigate for yourself.
Why haven't you at this point investigated it yourself? So, we can go through, right here what the mother said. Okay, my name is Jessica, and I had a son that attended the daycare facility since October 2013. Who, by the way, in October 2013, Brittany, who of course doesn't have a child and goes there, was operating all of this business that otherwise has 1 stars. I just want to put that forward for how about honesty. But anyway, from what I could see, I thought everything was perfectly fine. Over the past few months, there would be a bump and a scratch there, which I always was informed he fell or another child did it. Well, on yesterday, May 21st, 2014, so this is the day before, arrived to get my son. I'm reading from Google.
Yes.
There were 2 constable cars in the parking lot, but I had no idea they were on my behalf. When I entered the building, they called me into the office to talk. Apparently another child's parent saw my son being hit in the head 3 times by his teacher. Long story short, the tape was pulled, and the teacher, Brittany, left in handcuffs and a felony charge. Now, I do understand there will be good and bad employees, but the police officer informed me that there is a record that Brittany, that they have known about Brittany's behavior for a year now. When we asked the owner if this particular teacher had any previous incident, she told us no. An owner of a daycare's job is to protect the children, not the employees. Please take heed and don't let your child be a victim of abuse.
I read the mother's fucking statements. I did. I read all of that. I read that on fucking Saturday. And you literally want to know what I fucking did afterwards? I threw up my fucking lunch because I was disgusted at what I read. The fact that the person who I'm practically sleeping with every single night.
So you're sorry? Are you sorry about doing all this?
I am sorry.
Because why were you saying in a chat last night how you're not sorry? I got screenshots of that too. You're just a lying sack of shit, dude. Come on, can I get a little sincerity? Just a little. That's all I asked for. Just an inch. Come on, a millimeter. I know you can do it, Egghead. I'm pulling for you.
You're not.
Yeah, I am. Not. Yes, I am. I make omelets all the time. I'm pulling for those to work through. I don't want them to break or be rotten.
Galen, if you were
I'm a good cook.
Galen, if you were pulling for my sincerity, you wouldn't be fucking constantly trying to drag my fucking life through the fucking dirt.
Oh, so you want me to be a kiss ass like you are?
I'm not trying to be a fucking kiss ass. I'm not trying to be a fucking kiss ass.
Well, for someone, who's so proud of how your behavior and so unapologetic, you also told someone that the situation was, this is the situation. Brittany was working at a daycare center. She was having a really bad day, and one of the kids was being an ass, and she tapped him on the head to get him to stop, and then she was thrown in jail. By the way, Egghead has been going around talking about how this kid is an ass and telling people not to tell other people. So he's not only explaining this, and he also says it in different stories where the hitting was, but he's not only doing that, but then he's going around ripping the child. I've seen him ripping the fucking mother. That's what you're doing. You've been caught. You have been doing it.
That's what Brittany's been telling me.
No,
that's what Brittany told me from day one. I've been basically recounting everything that she has told me. She told me what had happened from day one
kids,
when I
dude.
fucking met her. When I first said that I met her, she didn't want to tell me why she was on probation. I had to force it out of her. I had to
when you got with her,
I had to force it out of her.
Yeah, you said when you got with her, you had promised to pay off all her money.
Yeah, I would help. I would help.
Sound more like Steve
this.
Shives or something in a relationship than anything.
Fucking God, I am not like Steve Shives.
You're not?
I'm not like Shives. For
You don't
fuck's
lie?
sake.
Have you ever lied? Can you admit anything? I mean, you have asked people to pay the penalties and you lied. Last year, you've committed fraud several times. You've been caught red-handed over and over, and you don't accept anything.
Galen.
So it's ridiculous that you have all these records and you plead ignorance. You know, to me, that's a fucking it's disgraceful.
Galen, I'm not okay. I've said this already. The fucking GoFundMe that from last year was not about the fucking charge. The GoFundMe for this year, earlier, was not about the charge. It wasn't.
It wasn't. And what proof do you have of that? Because all the money aligns that is with the payments that you made are an exact alignment, just like this year's. Wait a minute. So you want us to take your word when at every time and through this in the statements that you've made for the last few weeks, you have lied, and I can prove it. I have screenshots from people you know who all have been telling me you're a fucking liar at every fucking turn. People around you are all saying this. Dude, you want us to believe you. It's like, because I said so fallacy.
I'm not fucking trying to
show some goddamn evidence at this point to show your honesty and back up and have an argument. You have fucking nothing but
I worked
cry
at
like a bitch.
Goddamn film editing job.
Crocodile fucking tears. I'm sick of it.
Got a goddamn film editing job for fucking last year. I was getting paid full time.
That's why I have to get people to pay the fucking penalty for a child abuser, and I gotta lie about it. And I have to ask people to silence dissent.
I wasn't.
Thank you, Ryby.
Galen, I wasn't. For fuck's sake, I wasn't saying people pay for my fucking charge. I wasn't.
I can't go for the because I said so fallacy. I'm sorry. I just can't go with that.
I know you don't believe a damn word I say. I know you don't believe a goddamn word I say.
Yeah, show evidence. I'd love to hear it.
All right, so let me ask something here. Let me interject real quick. From what Egghead has been saying, he seems to be aware that his fiance may not have been forthcoming with him with regards to the severity of her charge.
Just like he wasn't forthcoming with anything to anyone, and why he's not disclosing stuff where we were at the beginning.
Sure.
Hey, you know what?
I think I have a counter theory to put forward to Galen's theory of this.
Theory? Well, I'd like to hear some evidence.
Well, the evidence that you have is
she's a convicted felon, and he lied and asked people to be quiet. There's proof of that.
Ask people to be quiet about what?
About the nature of her charge.
All the things knew about it.
Right, but that lines up.
Hold on, Paul's turn. Let's hear what Paul has to say. Come on, guys.
Please, so that lines up with what he said, though. He wanted this to stay private. He didn't want her to be embarrassed in public and to be labeled a child abuser and all the nasty things that have happened. Not that that's not appropriate on some level, but what I'm saying is that what he did, I can kind of understand. Now, it was dumb. Hold on, Galen. Hold on.
No, I'm agreeing with you. You're saying you understand. I'm trying to understand you. That's what it goes down to. I'm trying to understand your argument here.
I get it. Okay, so
I'm trying to get you, Paul.
He loves this girl.
You get that?
Yeah, I get it.
I hope so. Being a little thick here.
I'm being okay.
Keep going. Come on. Let's get up going. Let's go.
Come on, let's get up going.
Yeah, no, come on,
I was getting up going before you interjected 15 fucking times, Galen.
Really,
I was in the middle of getting up going, but your mouth was getting up going.
You sound like Eeyore from Sesame Street. Come on. You want to talk about breaking to get you
come on,
up?
Galen,
be quiet for a second.
Let's hear what Paul has to say. Come on.
to say here. The floor is yours, Paul.
Have another one of those fucking beers. Look, chill out. What I'm saying is,
and say your thing.
What I'm saying is that do you think it's at all possible that Egghead is just kind of dumb in this situation and has realized that maybe he was being naive and stupid and believing everything that his fiance said, and now sees the difference? And maybe he spent the last few days defending this person that he cares about because he didn't want to see her hurt, but now he's kind of come into some info. I mean, is that true, Egghead?
I've come in from fucking information about what on Saturday. Like I said, it's true. I fucking
some gaslighting here.
Gaslighting?
I don't agree with Paul here. I want to put forth. I don't agree with Paul. I think that's just shitty apologetics, personally.
It's not an apologetics.
No, it's
not.
I understand Paul, and he wants to have sympathy, and he does have sympathy, and I think he has a good heart, Paul. I want to say this to Paul's credit. Or you want to continue, Paul? I'm sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I don't like, regardless, like, even if you're right, I don't particularly like seeing somebody just like raked over the fucking coals.
I don't think he's being raked. I think he's held accountable. So I disagree with you.
Okay.
Before
Paul,
say,
if someone's raising money, do you not feel that if someone comes in for information that there should be some accountability? I mean, I feel
like this is a courtroom drama, and like Paul is the defense lawyer because Egghead can't really defend himself.
I don't want to be in that position. I don't like what Egghead did. I think it was a dumb. Like what I said earlier.
It was a dumb thing.
Let me just finish this, and then I'll shut the fuck up because I know both of you want to talk. I think it was really dumb for Egghead to make this GoFundMe, and I think it was deceptive and borderline scammy for him to not say that this was going towards a charge that most people wouldn't agree to supporting with monetarily. I don't like any of it. That being said, I don't think that automatically makes other GoFundMes that he's done you've presented the evidence that you've presented for that is anecdotal. You can't show me that money.
I can show you the financials, just like in this situation.
He's saying you can corroborate. All right, so are you saying you can corroborate it, Galen, by showing
things to corroborate
like a GoFundMe was launched, then shortly after the amount of money raised was then paid?
I can show.
It was not. It was not.
I can show certain things.
I literally fucking. Paid.
Galen, where can you show them?
I have a bunch. I have like a whole, how I put up documents. You've seen how I work. You know how it's a big long thing, but I have a whole bunch of information here. It's just a dog pile.
I would just like to see the information that corroborates the amounts he's getting in these GoFundMes with the amounts that he's paid. With the amount she's paid on her court costs and fine and shit.
Because literally, like I know. I knew this was gonna come up because I'm looking at like basically the payments of the court fees and all that shit. I'm looking at it like right now. I'm looking at like all the fucking payments, and I'm just like, there is a point where there's like $800 or $500 or something. All of that was when I was working at a film editing job full time. I was getting paid good money on there.
You have not had full disclosure and been honest at any opportunity, and even when push came to. Can I finish? I'll let you speak there.
Go ahead.
No, finish what you have to say first. I want to give you a moment.
You've been honest.
Okay.
I worked at a not film theater. I worked at a film editing job full time. Okay. Let me see, because it's on my fucking Facebook, from November 13th, 2015 to March 10th, 2016. All of the payments from that timeline came from that fucking job, came from my paycheck from that job.
Okay. Is there anything else? You've been honest and you had a job.
I also worked.
Man, this shit's good for ratings, dude. There's a lot of people watching this shit.
And I also worked at a film theater from July 14th to December 13th, 2015. All of my fucking payments from that have been gone. Most of my payments actually have been gone to her fucking legal fees, or her fucking courtroom fees. I'm working on a new theater job right now, and it's basically the same job, the same instincts. I'm helping her pay this off.
Yeah. it's wrong that you were not forthright with people. The claim here is that you're acting like you have plausible deniability. You don't look into these things, but you did lie to people about this stuff. You know, your GoFundMe, they did know about this stuff before you took it down. They did know about it. I don't know if you want to reveal that or not, but they did.
They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me.
I don't know about that.
Galen,
they were in touch with me.
I will say one thing. I will
you.
say one thing on the GoFundMe thing. I have contacted GoFundMe and let them know about fraudulent campaigns on their site, and they've done nothing about it.
Yeah.
So
I got response. So.
What did they say?
They gave me some couple emails back, and that, you know, even that day that it was taken down, and it was like, and I was wondering if he took it down, because what they usually do is what they do is they give a person a chance to correct things when things are going on. And here's a person who's been on the site several times before. He's been around other people who have. People raised money for me. Because I've had severe health problems. I didn't put those GoFundMe up. Other people did. However, if there was any problem, they will contact and say, could you correct this? They are very good about doing that. And people like Jenny McDermott had been taken down because there was nothing to correct and they committed fraud. Okay. There are people who have blatantly fucked up with these things. All right.
Well, I never got an email from them. I looked through my fucking email list. I never got an email from them.
Okay.
If it is, it's probably my spam bots.
Well, we'll make sure you look at those things. Still, you got money from people, and I know you paid them back, and I'm going to give you credit on this one right here. Yeah. You have, but you worked through a process with these things, but you did know about some of these things that are happening. And just saying ignorance is not a fucking plea for innocence and is woe me puppy eyes. I understand you want this to end, but I'm going to give you some constructive criticism here, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
You need to take accountability for what you did. You weren't honest with people. You've been repeatedly dishonest. That what you did was fraudulent.
Okay.
And I want to tell you, that is wrong. It's unfucking ethical to get people to pay for a crime of someone else. And then all your other expenses, which I already put you through that criminal penalty, which I have that code, which I read out earlier, the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 2605G. So there's more to that as well. I can keep going. But you have this, you did know about it, and just being stupid is not, it's like, well, I was stupid. Well, you know what? You did know. You've been in this situation with her a long time. You've had more than the amount of time to come together and look at this. And now you want other people to help, and that's why we're here. When you start asking for other people's money, if anyone wants to know about the money that I receive for my health issues, I just want you to know I'm going to put out a video showing every fucking penny where it went. Okay? And you have to be accountable. There's so many people committing fraud, and there are a lot of people who are sincerely asking for help, and there has to be accountability. And you're sitting there like with these mopey fucking stories. I understand everyone wants to be like, oh, it's terrible, I've had a hard time. No, who had a hard time was the kid who got beat. It's a felony conviction. And I want to add one more thing.
She took a plea deal.
Like, excuse me, right, they do.
Well, she took a plea deal because she could be looking at 10 years in prison.
Yeah. Yes.
Excuse me, and I want to talk about this. This really matters to me on this one. This is one of the reasons why I think it really does show how egregious this is and how vile it is to ask other people for money and fraudulently lie about it and to plead like they're so ignorant, like as that's an excuse. Okay, I had a friend, okay, who it was considered by the district attorney here in New Orleans. He was shot 7 times, mostly in the head, okay?
Damn.
He was murdered. It was caught on 3 video cameras. 3. Okay? It was considered a death penalty case. It still wound up being pleaded down to manslaughter because that's how cases work. They plead down and work it out. He's still going to be going for 85 years, no parole. But some of the others, there's possibility still he could get out after 35 years. But they plead so much down with court costs and all these things with these people, they always get pleaded down because it's usually a much harsher charge. You've argued taps in the head and all when the evidence showed and there was already a conviction of a felony child abuse conviction. and then to calling the kid a fucking ass is deplorable by you. Like, all I'm asking for you is to be a fucking accountable, to have a fucking spine. And if that's not too much to ask for, then fuck anybody who wants to pay you any fucking money. I'll be accountable, okay? They're accountable. Other people are accountable. If you want to step up to the fucking table, then be fucking accountable or get the fuck out. How's
All right,
that?
Egghead,
All right.
respond.
All right. You know what? What she did was shitty. I'm not denying that. I'm not condoning her actions at all. I'm not. And frankly, I was disappointed by what she said. By why when I was like reading what the mother said, I was disgusted. I was disappointed because she omitted everything what the mother said to me. Yeah, I really wanted her to be untruthful to me from the start, because that's how relationships are supposed to be. They're supposed to be open from the start. And am I being held? And you know what? Am I going to be held accountable for this? Fine. You know what? I'm going to be held accountable for this. I will be held accountable for this.
all have to be accountable.
Yes, I agree. I agree, Galen. Everyone should be.
Can I ask you a direct question, Egghead?
Go ahead.
I'm kind of interested specifically in what you have to say about Galen saying that you went around calling the kid an asshole and saying he deserved it and all this.
Did
you actually go around saying that?
Yes, because I was basically repeating everything what my fiance told me. I was repeating what she said.
Why were you not thinking for yourself?
Yeah, like,
I mean, you have your own thoughts. You have your own mind. Do you just blindly accept information everyone gives you? I mean, if I told you something ridiculous, would you just believe me? Because like, oh, you know, I know this guy. He seems. Yeah, you wouldn't. I mean, you. Galen.
You done? You done, Galen?
God, Galen. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was the critical examination of what you're being told? Like, when someone tells you... Well, it's easy to say you should have done something. You know you should have done it. But what I'm saying to you is, why didn't you? Like you just were like, oh, okay, whatever this person says is true.
I was in the fucking moment. I was in the... yeah, because I was fucking... I didn't know what... I was unaware of the mother's story.
I mean, look, this doesn't... I mean, Egghead, though, this story doesn't even make fucking sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look, this is a fucking... I'm assuming that this is a daycare. These kids are like 2 or 3 years old. Like,
yeah, they're not old.
This 2-year-old was an asshole. Well, no shit. He's a fucking 2-year-old.
Yeah, I understand.
How would you even... But I mean, like, you don't even need... Like, even just hearing that, you should have a bullshit alarm going off.
I mean, like, everything you're saying is you understand, but I mean, like,
she was having a bad day.
Yeah, that's no excuse.
I mean, look, I don't want to hold it against her forever. I mean, look,
sure,
she did what she did. She fucking...
Everyone makes mistakes.
She did whatever, you know, it's done, it's over with. She's obviously never going to be a teacher or a daycare worker or whatever
obviously.
But, I mean...
a mother.
Possibly.
They're going to go to Disney World.
Well, hopefully she won't beat her own kids if that happens.
Let's keep her on a tight leash at Disney World too.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure never keep on
even though this is
on a tight leash too.
Even though this is very popular, we're probably going to wrap it up because I feel like we've covered most of this. But I'm going to give.
I'll have one more thing. I'll give you.
I do want to give each of you a chance to say your final thoughts. If there's anything that hasn't been said, Galen, I'll let you go first. Try to keep it under.
Let him go first. Let him go. I let him go first. Let him go first. Again.
Go ahead. No, Galen, I want you to go first.
Take a drink because Paul suggested it.
All right, I'll take a drink too because I'm drinking water. Fuck it. Water's good for you. I don't care.
Dude, Egghead.
Egghead, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Someone do it. Someone have their final piece, or I'm just ending it here.
You know what? Fine. I fucking made what everything has happened this past fucking since Thursday or whenever everything started is fucked up. I should have been more. I should have explained myself more in the GoFundMe. I understand that. I understand it all now. I understand it. I do regret doing this because you know what?
Regret lying and being dishonest. Yes. I just want to make you accountable, so you admit that.
Yes, I regret it.
Okay, Galen, the time for questions is over. I want you to make a statement.
I'll say my
I regret it, Galen. I regret it, Galen.
I would like people to, if they have any problems, to go read Of Mice and Men, because when someone's so stupid that they defraud people, fuck people over anything, fuck them. I'm with shooting Lenny in the fucking head because it's ridiculous. So You know, it's kind of like Animal Farm. So certain people should be more equal than me, and they should get a puss and pass while others can't. I think that's fucking disgraceful. I don't get that shit. I talked with Paul before many times about stuff about being more equal and fair adjustment in America. I know we agree on that. So sure. I appeal to that on there. There needs to be. I don't want an Animal Farm. I'm against this fucking Twitter shit. What's going on with Google? All this shit is unfair. I'm against doctors, and fucking frauds, scammers, plagiarists. We all know them, from AIU, Jacqueline, Glenn, to fucking Jenny McDermott. All these pieces of shit. And if I see something like that, I am going to say something about it because it's fucking ridiculous. And I mean, why am I going to get shit for fucking calling out something that is obviously retarded, fucking retarded and ridiculous? And by the way, thanks to Scotty and Ben for being so much help. I just want to say that through this thing.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah,
Ben, you've been a charm, and
I don't get any thanks.
You've been worthless.
I'm the puppet master.
You've been worthless, TJ.
Scotty and Ben are just so forthcoming and have given me so much information. I just want to say thank you.
Yep.
All right, rock on.
Great people, Ben. Rock on.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Galen. Good night, Galen.
Good night, Egghead.
Good night, Egghead.
See ya.
Fucking Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty set up a wall, and they could not put it back together.
That's right, motherfucker.
You got that right, Galen. See you guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Fuck.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I just witnessed, but
I have no idea.
I don't know, but it was very popular.
Yeah, it was very popular with the live stream. It was 5,700.
They were eating this shit up, dude. This is
there
great.
we go.
I couldn't tell if Galen was being sarcastic with me at the end there.
It's often hard to tell. You never
I'm trying
really
to
know.
figure you out, Paul. I'm trying to figure you out. You understand? I'm trying to figure you out. What?
Man. I like the theatrics that were going on there.
Man, it was a wrestling promo worthy.
Egghead is not good at defending himself, dude.
I didn't. I knew he wasn't gonna be.
I don't know.
It's because he's so emotional. That's a big part of it.
Yeah, like he just gets rattled so fucking easily, man.
I mean,
he showed up rattled.
I heard that like the whole situation has made him throw up so many times. And
see, that's the reason why I kind of stepped in on his behalf, because like, what else is there to be gained from fucking pillaring Egghead on live on the Drunken
I agree.
Peasants?
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Like, I tried to step in and I was told to shut the fuck up.
Nobody associated with this show has ever.
I consider this matter concluded. I think it's been explored.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it anymore. Everyone that's been, all of our fans that have been arguing about it, I want you to kiss and make up.
Yeah.
Especially Ryby and Beyond Fear.
Yeah.
Kiss and make up.
Yeah, they definitely have to actually kiss.
And film it.
Yes. And also touch each other's butts and stuff.
But either way, shut the fuck up about it. You don't have to like each other, but I'm tired of it.
It's been explored to death. I think that the matter has been put to rest. We've heard everything that needs to be heard.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I consider the matter over with and done. What? Unless of course Egghead decides to do some other stupid shit.
Egghead,
Egghead, just ban GoFundMe from your fucking browser.
Hey
dude.
guys, Egghead here. Just want to make a video letting you know that I've got a massive hemorrhoid. It's like, no, dude, you don't have to make a video about everything, okay?
Yeah, don't make a video about everything and don't ask for fucking money on the internet. There you go. We're making Egghead's guide to life.
Well, I think at this point, whether he ever asks for money is irrelevant. I don't think anybody's ever going to give him a fucking buffalo nickel from here on out.
There's a few souls out there that give Brett Keane money.
Well, that is true.
I just want to point that out.
We're sitting next to one of them.
We do have a poll in the description section asking who won the debate.
You have to have Facebook to do it.
Isn't that poll kind of moot at this point?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It is pretty moot.
Oh my God. Galen has 81%. Yeah.
To 19%. I think the 19% are probably just
They're
people
trolls.
who feel. No, I think they're probably people who just feel bad for Egghead.
Okay, maybe that's like 10% of them. The rest are trolls.
Egghead is good at getting sympathy.
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
But
That's
yeah,
like his,
because
that's like his power.
Just talk to him and just be around him.
I mean,
you're just kind of like, oh
I kind
man.
of feel like that might be like his put on though. You know.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a very Galen-esque thought process, but maybe it's true. Maybe it's his.
I
his
don't know.
face.
I don't want to say that I know it absolutely. I'm just speculating, but I do kind of have that intuition in this case. Like, I don't know. It seems so put upon. It seems so crafted to be manipulative. But I don't know. I could be totally mistaken.
I mean, from my interactions with Egghead, I don't think he's got the capacity to be that manipulative and crafty. Like, I don't really. But maybe that's the Egghead
if he
power
was,
working on me.
you wouldn't really know.
You know what?
There's the rub.
The problem is, I've known some really stupid people who can be masterful at manipulating others.
Like Brett Keane?
Well, I mean, not so much him, but like. I had my stepmom's sister.
Yeah.
She's about as dumb as a fucking shovel, but she knew how to play people.
That's an insult to a shovel.
You're right.
Well, I mean,
Like,
maybe you're right.
seriously.
I don't know.
I mean,
I do have this terminal thing where I assume the best about people. I've never been able to shake
Yeah.
it. Like, I just kind of default to assuming the best about people. But you know,
I think there's, I think there's compelling evidence to some degree with the way Egghead conducts himself. That there probably is something more to that. A lot of it is probably he does want sympathy. That's pretty clear. But is it because he just doesn't have the intellectual capacity, or what is it? You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what you're arguing.
I mean, I didn't want to say it when Egghead was here, and I guess it's no less mean. But I think Egghead just was suffering from a really bad case of pussy whipped, and. You know what I mean? Like, this may be the first girl that's ever given him pussy. I don't know what the background is, but like, we've all done some dumb things for vagina, and maybe not this dumb.
My dad called that the pussy ether, dude.
Pussy ether?
He was under the spell of the pussy ether.
Exactly.
Made all them stupid decisions because he was under the pussy ether,
It doesn't excuse the stupidity, but it makes it a little more human and understandable, than Egghead is some kind of fucking soulless lizard that's looking to scam people out of thousands of dollars.
I don't think anyone was saying that.
I mean, Galen was, but
besides Galen,
the thing is that when you put.
Well, that's one person.
When you do something like this, I mean, like, you want someone advocating, like, this person's... you want someone arguing the case for and the case against. So Galen is, of course, going to make the strongest possible fucking, most, like, in-your-face case he can. Just like, Paul was obviously trying to do his best to defend Egghead.
Did he have, like...
I mean, I didn't even want to... You know what, dude? I didn't even want to be in the position of defending Egghead. Because, like I said, like... I don't agree with what he did, and I think it was shady and shitty, and he should never do that again. And I think it was dumb and stupid and all of that, you know what I mean? But, like, it was just the level that Galen took it to. I don't know that I understand, like...
I mean, I
think it's at least as plausible that Egghead is just dumb and pussy whipped and did things for a girl that were dumb. Than that he's like some fucking schemer who's looking to fleece people out of their money.
Let me ask you this. You're saying that, but at the same time, I think if you look at Galen's thought process, he was saying, to him it just seemed like Egghead had done a bunch of GoFundMes that were kind of vague and nebulous. And in Galen's mind, that the money just went towards basically those court costs and those fees. So I don't think Galen was at all convinced that Egghead was so innocent. And I mean, I think if you look at it from basically Galen's perspective, at least on that, that's why I think he pretty much was like, no, Paul, that's not really what I see. And because for what Galen's vantage point is like, look, there's a pattern of behavior. This is fraudulent. This is bullshit. This is a scam, and you're just falling for it.
Well, of course, like Paul said, he's trying to see the best in people. I think Galen is definitely like looking to see the worst.
Maybe.
Sure. So I mean, like, they're both kind of arguing from.
I don't think my position is as extreme, though. I don't think my position is as extreme.
I think that your position is, it's fine. You're giving him some plausible deniability and stuff, but you offering up your narrative doesn't really contradict Galen's either. I mean, I don't know what's true. I don't know what's true.
I don't either.
Hey guys, I'm gonna try something really quick to try and fix the laggy stream because it's pretty disastrous.
Alrighty.
This will just take a moment. Paul, I'm going to have to probably get your volume back under control when we come back.
Yeah, buddy.
Not all ingredients are created equal. And with Blue Apron, you get quality ingredients from over 150 local farms and fisheries and easy-to-follow step-by-step recipes to create a plethora of tantalizing dishes. Now, we've talked about Blue Apron before on this show, and you've seen that even an inexperienced cook like myself was able to make restaurant-quality meals to feed multiple people. For less than $10 a meal, Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-proportioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. And Blue Apron knows that when you cook with incredible ingredients, you can make incredible meals. So they set the highest quality standards for their community of artisanal suppliers, family-run farms, fisheries, and ranchers. Whether it's Japanese ramen noodles, wild-caught Alaskan salmon, or heirloom tomatoes, Blue Apron is bringing you the best of the best. So do yourself a favor, go check out this week's menu, and you get your first 3 meals. Your first 3 meals for free, with free shipping. So go to blueapron.com/peasants, and you'll see how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/peasants. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
You wear underwear every day. At least most of us do. It's time to try something better. MeUndies has created the world's most comfortable underwear with a blend of fabric that is 3 times softer than cotton. When you feel awesome from the inside out, you look awesome from the outside in. When you upgrade your undies game, everyone wins. Life feels better in MeUndies. And they're the only brand that makes matching pairs for men and women. And if you don't love your first pair, which you will, MeUndies will pay you back and you can keep it for free. No questions asked. And look, for a limited time, MeUndies is offering you 20% off your first order at MeUndies.com/peasants. And remember, if you don't love your first pair, it's free. You have no excuse not to try my favorite underwear brand. Make sure you go to MeUndies.com/peasants to get 20% off your first order and use my link so they know we sent you. All right. Yeah, we figured all that shit out, I think. I hope.
Maybe.
And Paul could be loud right now. I'm not sure.
Check. Check. 1, 2. Sorry if I'm loud.
Nope, you're fine.
All right, cool.
Loud. You're fine as fuck, Paul.
You know,
damn.
Come on, people. I'm just telling you what kind of underwear I wear. Calm down.
MeUndies, dude.
MeUndies.
MeUndies.
It sounds kind of cavemanish.
MeUndies.
MeUndies.
Not like it's in their name.
Back to Paul's friend here.
Someone said I sound like a fag. What are you talking about?
Sweetie.
Seriously. I don't appreciate it.
Like a total fucking
God, you're such a faggot, man.
So, yeah, a little bit of a delay there. Fuck troll or not a troll, I say we just move on to Puking Dog.
Yeah, no one will ever know why she pees in buckets.
I don't know.
No one needs to know.
You get a reprieve, Paul. You get a fucking reprieve, dude.
Unless you want to watch it.
Nah, fuck that.
I think he's good. This video's cursed. Fuck this video.
This video fucked us, dude. That is the face of our failure right there.
Huh.
Fuck this video. Oh.
Yeah!
TJ, can I ask you a question? Just out of curiosity.
What?
Why was your hand not over your heart for Puking Dog?
Yeah.
A lot of people find that really offensive, TJ.
You should stand for
You have a
Puking
fucking...
Dog.
Look, you have a fucking hat that says Make America Great Again. Don't you want to do that? Oh, you don't care? Phone more interesting.
Fucking phone more. As you can see, I'm not a puking dog supporter. I am a Trump supporter. You can see my hat. Puking dog will not make America great again the way Trump will.
Better take that back, TJ.
I'm disgusted, frankly, by TJ's comments here tonight, and wow, I just hope Puking Dog doesn't hear you say that.
Fuck, take that shit back, TJ. This fucking Puking Dog
after
bitch.
Everything that Puking Dog has done for you, you would spurn him publicly.
For Trump.
Think about
I ain't spurned him, man. You have spurned him.
This hurts Puking Dog country, boy.
Trump's just going to be a better leader than Puking Dog could ever.
What?
That's all I'm saying.
Think about all the times in your life. Think about all.
Stop. Change your opinion.
Shiv him.
Change your opinion.
Shiv him. Shiv him.
Hey, God
Change
damn.
your opinion, Puking Dog.
Stop fucking touching me, weirdos.
You guys are weirdos. You guys are weirdos. Dude, you molest people at meetups, so fuck you.
It's getting in the red again, man.
I don't give a fuck.
It's fucking...
I don't give a fuck.
Well, we just plowing through, so whatever. Fuck it.
It's not...
It's like TJ's day-to-day
just stop
life.
watching it, for one thing.
I can't help it, man.
Look at it. It's fine when you're not watching it.
TJ, stop watching.
Jesus.
Right, fine. Jesus.
Curse of TJ.
I know.
Play a fucking video.
Let's play a fucking...
Stop moving your legs first, TJ, and I'll play a fucking video. There you go. There you go.
Oh, look, we're moving.
Yeah.
TJ, we're moving our legs. Oh, man, move our legs. TJ can't move the rest of the episode. You can't fucking tap your leg.
No, yeah.
Okay, every time TJ starts tapping his leg, the video stops.
No tapping legs, no rocking, no doing the weird, weird thing where you're, humping the air.
Yeah. Every time you do that, TJ, we're stopping the video.
TJ does that at restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like he's, humping the table. He's like...
He's like, yeah!
Whatever. I'll move how I want to move.
Oh, okay. Look at me.
Oh, yeah. I'm the person who... I'm the unreasonable one here. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you guys. Suck dick.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, Paul. You're just an apologist for everyone. First Egghead, now TJ.
I told you, I see the best of people. It ain't right that y'all trying to limit... Y'all trying to limit TJ's natural motions and shit.
Yeah.
He ain't telling
motions.
He ain't telling Ben not to flex, you know what I mean? Like Ben
No,
Ben
you tell me not to. What was that?
I don't know. I was trying to fucking do a flex impression, but with both hands in the fucking frame.
That's hard.
It's pretty much impossible. But whatever.
It looked like two guys. It looked like a guy with two broken wrists squaring to box.
Pugilism.
I challenge you to fisticuffs, sir. All right, so what do we even do now? Oh, I know what to do now. I know we played Puking Dog, but man, everything's just thrown out of whack this episode.
Yeah, dude.
Because it just started off really different, and then we had all the technical issues.
Maybe Galen dressed up in that outfit, put some kind of fucking Louisiana swamp voodoo curse on the show.
You never know. Never know.
I mean, I was pretty offended that Galen was appropriating skeleton culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
There are actual voodoo priests out there that don't appreciate Galen's rank appropriation of their very unique and very persecuted culture.
Yeah, Galen has cursed our show. Because as soon as he left, he's like, "Wow!"
We have the bad gree on us now.
Yeah.
We gotta fucking sacrifice a goat at midnight.
Paul's ego says I'm too harsh. Well, let's see how he likes this bad juju that I'm sending his way. Ooga booga, spirits rise. Drunken peasants.
Did he send Juju or Gree? Because we gotta fucking be clear on this.
Juju, bad Juju.
Scotty
definitely Juju.
You think it was Juju?
I don't know about that, Paul.
Dude, it's definitely. This is some bad medicine, dude.
You don't know. You don't know, Paul. Paul doesn't know. Paul's not even a Puking Dog supporter, really. I went to a Puking Dog rally the other day,
Dude,
Paul. I didn't see you there. Didn't see you there, Paul. Didn't see you there supporting Puking Dog.
Dog rally.
Look, the people that really support Puking Dog were there. People like Paul who just want to fucking, on the internet, say trendy things. I'm jumping on that bandwagon.
Dude, you Puking Dog supporters are so fucking obnoxious, dude.
No, we're not.
You're so fucking obnoxious.
No, we're fucking not.
Stop.
You pile of shit.
Not fucking quick.
We have democratic beliefs, TJ, and we want to fucking see Puking Dog elected. Do you not admit this election cycle has been a farce, TJ?
No, I don't, because we finally have a real choice to make America.
We have the wrong choice.
Here, everybody. Make America great again.
Can you not agree, TJ, that the only way to heal a sick world is with a sick dog?
Yeah,
a sick world needs a sick dog, TJ.
That's so true.
No.
It's a great campaign slogan.
Sick world needs a sick dog, y'all. No. No, it doesn't.
Who else has vomited forth policy better than puking dog? Who else has projected their intent for this country better than puking dog?
Is puking dog going to build a wall and make Mexico pay for it?
No.
Well, then fuck him. That's my single issue that I vote
Puking
on.
dog pisses on your fucking wall, TJ.
I don't fucking give a shit. Only thing I care about, keep them fucking Mexicans out of America. Keep them out. Anyone who doesn't build a wall, don't get my fucking vote. I want the wall.
Okay.
The wall.
The wall, bitch.
The Pink Floyd
You gotta
album?
understand
the
the
Pink
wall.
Floyd album? Or,
No.
Oh.
I want a big fucking wall that no Mexican can penetrate.
Individual situation.
Beautiful
Check out that
dog
beautiful
Hey,
castle.
TJ. Then you have something,
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
Tell me you've been talking to Brett, didn't you?
That's right. Actually, guys, you know what? I don't think we should play this because me and Brett have actually been talking lately.
Uh-huh.
You know, and we've actually, and I believe this is sincere, we've actually made amends.
Okay.
It was shocking when he told me.
And actually, Brett is here
Oh,
with us
God.
today.
He is. He is.
In the studio.
He is.
Let me just go
Wow.
grab him. He's been waiting in the wings till this other shit was over, and then we had the technical difficulty. We could bring him out, but the technical difficulties happened, but, you know, he's here.
Okay.
Here he is. This is Brett Keane in person, y'all.
Brett is here. Hey,
Wow, Brett, you look different in person.
Does he really?
Well, a little bit.
I think he looks pretty much the same. Now, he's real shy. He's probably not going to say much of anything, but, you know, he just wanted to come, say hi to you people. You know, wave your little flipper there, Brett. Hey.
TJ's dick has been in that mouth, dude.
I know.
Yeah, you know.
TJ fucked that mouth, dude. That's so.
I did not actually fuck this mouth. I attempted to, but
Well,
strangely
yeah,
enough,
your dick. Well, if you attempted to, then your dick was pressed up against the opening of that mouth.
right. But that was so long ago. All my dickness is gone.
No,
from
it doesn't
the
work that
surface.
way.
It does so.
No, if
All
you-
this
if-
dickness.
If it doesn't,
dude,
then literally
Okay.
every surface on Earth is fucking
Okay.
dick
All right.
infected. Because
Let me-
dicks have been everywhere. Dicks have been everywhere, Paul.
So let me give you a scenario. You come to visit me in Texas. I set you up and with a bed and everything, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna give you this pillow. 6 months ago, I wiped my balls all over it, but since then, all my nuts have evaporated off of the pillow. So go ahead and sleep on that. You're gonna go ahead and put your face.
I would have no problem sleeping on the pillow. It's 6 months. If you just done it a minute ago or something, I'd be like, well, I'm not using that pillow. But 6 months, come on, it's gone.
You want 6-month-old nut sweat on your pillow?
It's gone by then, dude. You think it
All
really
right.
is fucking?
6-month-old nut sweat.
I mean, it's not even nut sweat anymore. It's fucking. It's transmogrified into something else by then. Come on, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I mean, you eat. You know what, Paul? There's nastier shit in the stuff you eat. I guarantee you, fucking eating boogers and spit. And
Okay,
shit and all
Paul.
kinds of fucking nastiness.
Paul. So let's fucking do an experiment. When you come next time you come visit us, we'll get a pillow that TJ agrees he'll use. 6 months from now, we're gonna do whatever you want to it beforehand because TJ doesn't mind.
I didn't say whatever he wants.
Okay, you can't piss on or anything.
I mean, like,
you can rub it on any part of your
if
body.
he like pisses and shits and ejaculates.
No,
on that
obviously
shit,
not
obviously,
that.
Like,
Okay, yeah, fine.
but if all he does is just
But
lightly
why?
rub his
Why not,
balls
TJ?
over the surface,
Why not,
who
TJ?
gives a fuck?
Like it would have,
even
if I'd splooge
Because
all
if you
over
totally
it, like it would've-
saturate it with fucking,
I'm not gonna saturate
piss,
it. What
it's
if I
gonna
just
fucking.
splooge
That's not gonna go away.
What if most of the load goes elsewhere, but just a couple, like one spurt of the load is on the pillow?
Just like a single spurt.
Yeah, like one. I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about, like one rope.
Yeah.
And then I'll divert the rest.
I mean, that's. That's kind of different because we're talking about like actual like liquids on the pillow. Like before, it was just like a little smattering of ball sweat. You know?
Okay.
A fucking
That's
whoop
fine.
of jizz is different than
That's
just
fine.
like some ball juice.
The next time I'm down, we'll go buy a cheap ass fucking pillow from Walmart, right? And I will wipe my fucking taint all over this after a fucking day of walking around and being sweaty and just like, I'm gonna wipe my taint on the pillow, and then for 6 months from now, you sleep on it.
All right, I'll do it.
He ain't gonna do it, man.
I'll fucking do
He
it.
ain't gonna
6
do it.
Oh, we'll
months.
see. We'll
Who gives a
see.
shit? Who gives a shit?
We'll
after 6
fucking
months?
see. We'll see, TJ.
Whatever. I don't even see why it's a big deal.
Because I know you're not gonna do it.
But at any rate, my dick wasn't like covered in sweat and shit when I fucking stuck it up against this thing's lips anyway.
Scotty's like, ugh.
I think it was his idea.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Gross, TJ. It's just so disgusting you did that thing that was my suggestion, idiot.
Idiot.
You know what? Be careful what you wish for, man. Like TJ fucked the Manatee doll, and it was like, damn.
I wonder if this microphone will fit in its mouth. Let's see. Ugh.
I don't think so. I think the mouth is a little too.
Yeah.
It's a little stretchy though.
Oh yeah. It's you just work it in there.
we go.
Oh shit.
Oh. TJ's fucking the
Was that
Manatee
good for
live
you
on the
too,
show.
Brett?
It wasn't a dog, you know. So
What is this episode? What is this?
I have no idea. I'm gonna play this Brett Keane video.
all right.
Well, Ben refuses to play any fucking videos, so.
I tried. You said I shouldn't play it because Brett Keane was here.
Well, he is. Have a
Okay.
little fun with him. And Brett, you gotta go now.
Goodbye, Brett.
No one likes you, bitch. We're enemies again.
We're enemies.
So this is a video that Brett made about the Patreon perk that he has yet to let TJ have
What
for
a
his
piece of
donation.
Come on, Brett. We both support Trump. Make America great again.
Gentlemen,
Come
my
on.
name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my website,
What about games you love?
godtvradio.com. Also, whenever you get an opportunity, check out my gaming channel, Games You Love.
Situation.
Some of you out there probably know. Actually, I'm pretty sure you do know. But I've been receiving a lot of comments from people stating, hey Brett, the Amazing Atheist wants to do an interview.
Where's the interview,
All right.
Brett? Where is it?
Well, as most of you know, anytime the Amazing Atheist said he was going to do something for me or made any promises, he either took his fucking time or he didn't do it at all. So I think that I'm going to take my time.
Excuse me. What promises have I ever made to you, Brett?
Yeah, can you document these promises?
I think he's just talking about the $1,000 thing. That's the only one that I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was the one, but I paid you that.
Oh, you took your time. You took your time.
No, I didn't. I didn't take my
Took
time.
your time.
I waited for him to actually do what the fucking
Yeah.
bet was stipulated.
As soon as Brett showed his gums, like within 24 hours, TJ had made the fucking payment.
Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And Brett,
I filled, I filled, when you did what you said you were gonna do, I fucking paid you the money.
also, Brett, if you're like shitting on TJ for breaking promises or taking his sweet time, why don't you just show him by example? Say, well, I'm gonna give you your interview now. Like, you just don't want to do the interview. Like, you agreed to it as one of your perks, so just do the interview. What's the big deal?
Yeah, Brett, come on.
Where's the fucking interview?
Let's be buds, Brett.
Are you afraid of TJ or something? Are you afraid of him?
Let's be good friends.
Well, like, what is he gonna ask?
Oh man, that's awesome.
What?
I don't want to ruin it.
No, it's a surprise for.
Oh,
okay.
my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, Brett sucks. Let's hear more, I guess.
As well. You know, do warn to him as he's done on
Do
to
warn
others.
to others.
I'll get around to
So
doing
you're-
your
so you're-
fucking interview.
so
I
you're
don't
totally
see why I
justified.
should be real ecstatic. You're only paying me $6 on Patreon. That's barely enough to get me a fucking value meal at McDonald's.
Still enough, buddy.
What the fuck?
Look how great. Look,
All
what
right,
an
Brett,
ingrate.
since that's how you feel about it, I'll just stop fucking making that donation. That's $6.66 a month. You just don't fucking get anymore, bitch.
That's one less Big Mac meal, dude.
Because you're a fucking ingrate piece of shit.
Next time you have that Big Mac attack, you gotta reach into your own wallet.
Do you realize that like money accumulates and shit? Like not everyone who's fucking and most of your fucking own followers don't even fucking support you at all or give you shit. I'm your enemy, and I just gave it to you because I figured, like, well, we do use this content a lot, so, you know, kick him a little fucking bone. But, yeah, if you feel that fucking strongly about...
dude, go right now and delete it.
Yeah, you know, fuck you. I'll fucking go ahead and take that right off your Patreon, bitch.
Yeah.
Let's have a little bit of a trial period. If I feel, and the rest of the community out there feel like you've done a good job at answering some of my questions, which will be a precursor to an interview.
I mean, I just want to point out, Brett, you're fucking little, that's not even enough for a value meal. That's $80 a fucking year, dude. Imagine if you just had a few more people giving you that, you stupid fuck. You know, every little fucking cent adds up, you stupid piece of shit. I mean, I can't believe you're this dumb.
Barely enough for a value meal.
Ugh, what a fucking douchebag. And by the way, Brett, that's still a value meal you wouldn't have had otherwise, you poor-ass son of a bitch, or at least you poor-mouthing son of a bitch, because you're always mouthing about how fucking poor you are. I don't know if you actually are, because it seems like you're able to afford new video games and PCs to run them on and all this other shit. But anyway... It's neither here nor there.
Dude, fucking Jesus gave him that shit. What are you talking about?
Let's see, your creators. And I actually give to quite a fucking lot of people. Because I'm a generous person.
Yeah, let's fucking,
But I'm going to Brett Keane. And,
let's see.
How do I undo my pledge here? It's not really very obvious on the mobile app.
I just want to point out, too, that you can also, at any time, request.
Whatever. I guess I'll just do it when I get home.
Request a refund, TJ.
Yeah, I should request a refund on that $1,000 because I haven't gotten my fucking interview.
Yeah, where's the interview, Brett?
Where the fuck is
the
my
money
interview,
back?
Brett?
Yeah,
give me my $1,000 back, Brett.
Brett's going on and on in this video about how, like, he just said, like, you needed to answer some questions or something, and if he feels you answer, that wasn't the deal, Brett. The deal was, you give this amount of money and you get an interview with me.
You fucking put that as a perk on your Patreon. I met the perk. You even made a video stating that you were going to fulfill that for me. So
if you're not going to fulfill it, then yeah, you need to contact Patreon.
I'm calling in the interview. I'm fucking cashing in my Patreon, and if you want me to report this to Patreon and say, look, I paid for this and this guy didn't give it to me, if you want me to do that, as someone who has two fucking big Patreons on Patreon and supports a shit ton of people, if you want me to go to Patreon, and I even know the fucking founders of that shit, if you want me to go to them and be like, you know, this guy Brett Keane didn't fucking pay me his reward, so you should probably shut down his Patreon. If you want me to do that, I'll do that. But if you want to just fulfill your fucking perk and give me the interview, we could do that too. What do you say?
Yeah, there was no stipulations attached, Brett. It wasn't, after you answer some questions for me, then I'll give you the interview. No, it was just donate up to this amount of money, and then you get these perks. That was it.
Yep.
It's clear.
So go fuck yourself. Fuck your stupid questions. I mean, I guess maybe I'll try to answer them just to amuse myself, but not because I want to. All right, answer him.
Then
let's say that's nonsense.
Shit. Maybe I'll speed up the process and be involved in your little scandals. My first question for you is, do you believe that it is possible for God to exist? Any God, for that matter.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I guess, sure, there could be some sort of entity out there that has the characteristics that you would attribute to a God. Maybe. I don't think there's any strong evidence to suggest that. But is it outright impossible? No, it's not. No intellectually reasonable person would say that.
There's God.
Yeah, sure.
Do you believe that it's possible that there could be an intelligent mind behind the universe? We all know that atheism doesn't mean for sure.
It's
not
possible.
making an absolute claim that there's no God. It would be foolish for an atheist to do that in the first place.
But it's also possible
science,
you're a genius. It's just very unlikely.
I tell you very clearly, you can hear many of these scientists out there who are non-believers as well as religious. With science, nothing can be 100% certain.
Oh, my God.
When you make predictions and theories about a universe that's 200 billion light years across, and even that is speculation, because humans have never even been off the planet Earth to another world before. So far, the closest we've ever become is the moon. So I ask you again.
What?
Is it possible for a God to exist?
All right, yeah, we already answered
now,
it.
if you wouldn't mind, I would also like to hear you.
Brett, you're a
interpretation
scientifically
as well as
illiterate
definition of
fuck
what you
that
consider
knows
an intelligent
nothing.
mind or designer behind the universe.
Read some fucking books.
What do I consider an intelligent mind? The opposite of yours.
Yeah, the antithesis of you.
There you go. Just take your own brain and all the things you think and then reverse them, and that's an intelligent brain.
All right. The next question is, if you believe that there is no God, or you believe that there's not enough evidence to support it,
right?
Yep.
Then what do you believe started the universe? What is your faith? And I know some people...
What is your faith?
I have no fucking clue what started the universe.
Yeah, there's scientific theories.
Scientific theories about the events. You know, the Big Bang theory of just spontaneous fucking singularity event. This huge output of fucking a massive amount of energy from a fucking little tiny insignificant point in space. Well, there was no space before it, according to theory. So whatever. I mean, it's kind of hard to even talk about it because it defies even like our linguistics. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what caused it, or even if it needs a cause, because according to Stephen Hawking, there was no causality before that.
Yeah, there was
no time.
There was no first cause, which is basically the argument that Brett and his ilk make.
You know, if you read like Lawrence Krauss's books, a Universe from Nothing, he talks about how it could have just spawned into existence, no will necessary, no cause necessary, and if you find that far-fetched, then how do you fucking think God got there, bitch?
Well, God
He's just
doesn't
eternal.
play. God doesn't play by the rules. He doesn't play by the rules. He's supernatural, TJ. You see what I'm saying? He exists outside of the rules.
There's no rules for God.
God don't need no stinking fucking rules, bitch.
You're going to be going, what? The amazing atheist has faith? Of course you do. If you don't believe that a God had anything to do with your consciousness or your very existence or life, then you must believe that something started this all. Something got the ball rolling.
Yeah,
God,
but
this is your terrible first
I also
cause
believe
argument.
that I don't fucking know, bitch. Okay? Yeah, I believe that someone fucking killed Jimmy Hoffa, too, but I still don't know who the fuck did it. You know what I'm saying?
You can't 100% prove it. You have no evidence.
Oh, Jesus. So simple.
I'd like to hear your opinion and your theory on how this happened.
Okay, you heard it.
There are already scientific theories.
By
Go research
stating that you believe
yourself,
something
Brett.
besides God did it. And if you answer with, well, I don't know, or I'm not really sure, or I'm not a scientist, or something like that, then
Which
you're
is
basically
true.
stating that you do believe that something started it all.
No.
Why does TJ have to agree to your first cause argument? Like, yep, there must have been a first cause. He just answered you.
Yeah, I don't think there necessarily was a first cause, but I don't know. I don't know and you don't know. The only honest answer a human being could give to that fucking question is we don't really fucking know.
Had any kind of evidence to back it up or support yourself, revealing to us that
There's plenty of evidence. It's just better presented to you by a fucking scientist that specializes in these fucking kind of questions. Not me. I'm not a fucking theoretical physicist, bitch.
Okay, look, dude, there's Cosmos. There's so many fucking documentaries about space. There's a great one that Stephen Hawking did. Like, I think it was like for the BBC. Dude, there's so much shit on Netflix or online for free if you want to learn more about space and time and the Big Bang.
You could watch How the Universe
Multiverse,
Works.
yeah.
You
all
could
that.
watch one of the Stephen Hawking specials. You could try to read one of his books. I'm sure it would.
Yeah.
I mean, for
Don't
you,
do
I wouldn't
that.
recommend
That would-
reading
no.
since it is you.
Yeah.
But there's lots of things you can watch, Brett, that'll explain this shit to you. That'll explain some scientific perspectives to your ass, and also talk about the evidence that they have to back up those perspectives.
They're not 100% sure.
an atheist has amazing faith in something he can't prove or do.
Oh, whatever, Brett.
What is your
Always
thoughts on
trying
mercy
to
and
fucking
compassion?
shift that burden of proof.
Of course.
Like
you, is
Brett
there a
used
line
to,
drawn?
you know what? Brett used to tear shit like this up. Like
I know.
this used to be.
That's the
this
sad
used to
thing.
be. This used to be Brett's bread and butter fucking shit. He used to tear this whole fucking line of argumentation a new
but you
asshole
know
on
what?
the
That
daily.
That was a long time ago, and a lot of scams ago, and a lot of bullshit, and destroyed fucking little internet alliances. This is what Brett has become. Like, he has to be this because, like, he doesn't. Even, I don't think Brett knows what else you could even be at this point. Like, he has to be just a retarded theist on YouTube. That this debate is so far gone, Brett. No one cares at this point. It's like this is like such old news. Like, you're just trying to run a 2008 YouTube channel in 2016.
And, you know, you'd figure that as someone who's actually refuted these arguments, maybe he would come up with something more original to say on the subject. But no. It's the same tired bullshit that he himself already knows the refutation.
Has already refuted himself.
And has successfully refuted himself. I mean, I don't know if he's just gotten dumber since then or what. Oh, yeah.
Who knows?
In the sand? Is there a line drawn to how far you'll go in order to get views? Is there a line drawn in the sand on how far you will go for attention? What is your knockoff? Basically, what I'm asking you is, what is some things that you would never do in order to get attention?
Okay,
and
well, I would never conduct my... I would never
sit there and use someone else's wrong.
Oh, I can't sit there and use someone else's wrongs. Okay, well, that's interesting because I was gonna say, I was just about to say that I would just use you as a reverse role model. The things you do, I wouldn't do. I wouldn't fucking change my ideology at a whim based on who's given me money most recently. I wouldn't make a fucking billion videos talking about how I'm gonna quit YouTube. I wouldn't fucking make my intro fucking a million years long so that no one could fucking stomach sitting through it. I mean, like,
what about the blueberry overlay? Would you do that?
No, I actually would not. Strangely,
you're insane.
I mean, I don't know what it is, but like Brett, I mean, like your channel, honestly, like if someone wants, I mean, like next time someone comes to me and asks me for YouTube advice, I'm just be like, all right, here you go. This is Brett Keen's channel. Everything he's doing, do the opposite, and you'll be fine.
Yep.
You should really do that.
You are like an inverse guide to how to be successful on YouTube. If you see Brett Keen doing something, and you're doing the same thing, stop doing that.
But isn't it funny how Brett, you know, demands honesty and demands, oh, be forthright with me. Should you answer these questions? Brett, you're the one that's refusing to answer any questions. Like when someone asks you a direct question, which Paul has done numerous times when you've been on this show, he asks you a direct, simple question, and you just pretend like, what? I don't know what you're asking me. I don't get it. You're a politician suddenly. You're just all over the place. What do you mean by that? Where? What? Did you know this about me? You know, you have no room to talk, Brett. You're the least honest person that one could even imagine.
We need to unleash Galen on Brett.
I
want to see what happens when the unstoppable
Brett, like, beneath him. You know.
Oh yeah, Galen won't even touch Brett. Let's put it that way.
What are things for you inwardly that you would never do? That you think that would be too much, going too far?
I asked the same question of you, Brett, because it seems nothing.
I mean, I would say that that's a fair question to ask back to you. As far as like what I wouldn't do, I mean, like I obviously wouldn't do anything that's gonna like, I don't know. I wouldn't go out and like harass people on the street. I guess like fucking. Like these Sam Pepper type assholes. I would never run one of those like annoying fucking prank channels because I find that shit to be obnoxious. I would never steal
it's a joke, bro. It's
other people's content and just post it on my channel as if it were my own. I don't know. You know, I mean, I think I wouldn't do most of the fucking things I haven't done. Which is plenty of fucking unethical, dickish things that people do on YouTube.
It's a silly look. It's a silly and absurd question. Brett can go look at what reality is, and we can review the reality of what Brett Keen is. Like, it's a silly question. We know what TJ's not willing to do because it's what he hasn't done. It's obvious.
All right. I would like to ask you this: do you think that you are better than 90% of the atheist community out there?
Oh, what kind of silly shit is this?
He kind of doesn't have to think that.
I mean, like, I think I'm better than most people in general.
But
I mean, I'm conceited, you know? I mean, yeah, I'm an egomaniacal piece of shit, but so are you. I mean, you're so deluded. I mean, like, you have no room to talk about my delusions of grandeur, dude. You fucking went around calling yourself the Stallion. Look at yourself in the mirror and just be like, I was calling myself the Stallion. Like, do you have any idea how dishonest that is? That's deluding even yourself. You know, at least when I called myself the Amazing Atheist, I knew there was, like, a hint of, like, you know, self-deprecation in there, you know? I was trying to choose this big, grandiose name because I know I'm just a fucking fat guy, a fat neckbeard with glasses ranting in his fucking garage at the time.
Yeah,
you know?
Something tells me that when Brett chose the Stallion moniker, he wasn't going like,
Man, it would be ironic if my big, fat, hairy, toothless ass called himself the Stallion.
Something tells me there was something a little more self-aggrandizing behind choosing that name with you,
Of course.
Just so you guys know, I don't think we're actually broadcasting right now. It says it's interrupted, and you know, we're at fucking. Oh, maybe it's starting back up actually, but we were at 0 KBS for a minute there.
0.
But whatever, we're just plowing forward, plowing on forward, y'all.
It's like you plowed Paul's mom.
Oh yeah.
Damn that rap.
I'm sorry, I didn't. You know, I mean. After I fucking did that, and you were like, "Oh no, I met your mom, and I'd never say some stuff like that." I'm like, man, I feel bad about writing this now.
No, don't feel bad.
Well,
like,
you know, I mean, but like honestly, I wasn't even thinking about your feelings or anything. I was just like trying to fucking make a rap verse that was really good because you know, I said I was gonna fucking, I said I was gonna do better, and you know, whatever. I don't know.
Hey, you definitively did not hurt my feelings. I understand the context of a battle rap. When I said that, I wasn't trying to make you feel bad. I was trying to tell you that like my brain just wouldn't have gone there. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that just probably makes you better at the battle rap thing than me.
Well, whatever.
I mean, it's an apologist for EGGHEAD. Come on, TJ.
Yeah,
just think about that. Just think about that. You're an apologist.
I'm so sick of reading in the chat that our stream is lagging.
Yeah,
that
we know.
I'm just gonna end it, and then that way you don't have to watch it, and then you motherfuckers can watch it later when we re-upload it, because we're gonna have to re-upload it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So suck a cock. Good night.
The end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just recording from this point.
Yeah. At this point, we're just recording.
Okay. Rock on. Brett. I guess I don't know. Does he have any more questions?
Oh yeah, dude. It gets good.
Oh yeah, dude. It gets good. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
It does.
People have been telling me that you've almost reached or have reached 1 million subscribers. I
already reached it, buddy.
I'm just reading the comments of
just
some
go to
of your
Social
fans,
Blade. You're dumb.
which usually are mostly 15-year-old children.
Okay.
No.
Yep.
Do you think that you're better than all?
Dude, come on. I mean, you realize I have access to my fucking channel demographics, right? Do you know what my top fucking age group for Amazing Atheist videos is? It's like 24 to 35. All right? Yep. It's people in their 20s and early 30s.
Yes, a similar age range to you.
Oh. Go figure. It's people from my own generation who most relate to the shit I say. Magically. Fucking magically. You know what? When I did actually at one point have more teenage fans. You know when that was? In 2008, the fucking year that you're stuck in, bitch. Get with the fucking times, Brett. You miserable sack of fucking stupid shit. I can't fucking believe how dumb you are.
It only gets worse.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Atheist out there simply because you have more numbers to your subscription base.
God,
do you think that the less
so pathetic,
subscribers
Brad.
a person has, that somehow makes them devalued as a person?
No.
Do you think that you...
No, look, what a piece of shit you are is independent of your low, shitty subscriber count. I just think it's funny that you have a low, shitty subscriber count because you've been at this so long. And by all rights, you should be so much better than you are. So much better than you are.
It's because look, go to this guy's channel. What if substance does he focus on? Nothing. Brett's not even making videos about like Christian apologetics. He's not even fucking talking about what he claims to be all about. So why the fuck would you subscribe unless you just want to hear about endless drama? That's the only reason is you want to know what this fat fuck is up to. Like, I don't know what this fat asshole's into now. Oh, he hates these guys still. Okay. That's it.
You have something special or unique about you, some kind of purpose or function that the other atheists just don't have. Now, I'm asking you this question because you've arrogantly pronounced in the past that you think that you're better than other people. You think that you are smarter than most people.
Who doesn't?
You even stated that you think that you...
Show me the person that's like, I'm just shit compared to everyone. I'm the lowest of low. Like, everyone pretty much has a belief, whether they admit to it or not. They're like, I'm better than most people. I'm better than some people, at least. Like,
Sure.
I'm better than that guy. Whatever.
And that's why everyone goes around thinking their shit doesn't stink and that their opinion's the only one that matters. And you see it happening more and more. Like, you know, fucking to the point where no one can tolerate the least little bit of disagreement because, of course, what I believe is infallible and beautiful.
Yeah.
can fight better
AIU
than
syndrome,
a lot of people
dude.
out there as well. That you think that you're more intelligent as well as more physically stronger. than most.
Okay, I can tell you that
I've never said that.
More physically stronger.
Yeah, I mean, like,
she is a weak little bitch.
Yeah.
I have never once gone around being like,
no,
I'm super strong, y'all.
Nope.
I mean, like, look, I'll talk shit on TJ till the end of time, but TJ's never bragged about his physical prowess. That's like a joke. Like at most, like, oh yeah, you bad, TJ. See TJ with his big ass gut hanging out, like, yeah, I'm bad.
Like what I think he's referencing is like, because he's used it in videos against you before, is like you telling the story when you got in that fight at like a theme park or something.
Well, I did get in a fight at the fucking theme park. I mean, what does he want from me?
Yeah.
It's a true fucking story.
Yes, you are quoted for that, and yes, you still have videos on your new channel. Well, actually, your Amazing Atheist channel, as well as in your archives. I do have all that copied if you need me to reiterate and show you.
No, I don't care.
My next question for you is, do you think that it's okay to take other people's videos and put them into your own?
Yeah.
Obviously, in a way, you must think that is the case because
It
you
meets
do
the
it to
standard
people
of
all the
fair
time.
use, yes.
However, if you actually thought it was the right thing to do, or okay to do, or it was fair use, then why do you put content
fair
ID
use.
claims on your own videos? Did you know?
I don't
know how many people out there have taken clips of the Amazing Atheist and made videos to reiterate
when TJ
or
was on
to
full
parody
screen.
or have done
He no
videos
longer
where they
is.
describe or educate.
Yeah, well, that was because my fucking network was doing that on my behalf, even though I didn't tell them to.
Yeah.
And I actually got on their ass about it. So, And I'm not even on that network anymore, and that's one of the reasons why.
People on what they think of the Amazing Atheist, and then it doesn't take nothing but weeks or months for people to come back and complain and say, hey, my video got flagged or my video got hit by a copyright ID claim. Now, for those out there that don't know what that is, that means that when the Amazing Atheist signed up for a partnership, which I believe nowadays is using full screen, as well as other companies
I
and
left
shit,
them.
that basically you get to acknowledge if you'd like that to be the case, content ID. You actually have to check it and sign it with your damn name virtually.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, but I actually did not do that. They just fucking did it on my behalf.
Yeah, because so many people were uploading his videos. That's why they did it,
So,
Brett.
I don't know. I didn't fucking have anything to do with it. I didn't want them to do that on my behalf.
Yeah, so Brett, he didn't sign off on it. Show us the evidence if that's the case.
That was not something I fucking approved of. Whatever.
For them to go through with it. And what this does is when he puts a video up and you snatch the video and put it up on your channel, it's going to content ID and that's going to block
if you put
from
unmolested
monetization. And he
Amazing
can
Atheist
either
video
choose
up
to
and
have you go
monetize
to
it,
the
of course.
MCA or he can choose to get paid for the video that you have on your channel. But he
Never
thinks it's
done either
completely
of those
okay to do
things.
that to other people's videos, but content ID is his own.
No.
Do you think that's hypocritical? Do you think that that's ignorant? Or does it even matter to you in the first place?
Well, to be
My next
ignorant.
question for
Well,
you
it's
is
based
why
on
do you
false
listen
premise.
to such shit music for?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Like Marilyn Manson, for instance.
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson's got a couple okay songs, but notice the songs that actually made him popular was when he actually copied off of other bands. Like, for instance, Sweet Dreams. You know, Sweet Dreams are made of these.
It's not like he put his own unique stamp on that song. It
sounds exactly like the original.
Sounds like the fucking heuristic version.
So many bands have done this. They take other stuff they've heard before and they make it something new. What do you care? It's transformative.
Yeah.
And also a couple other ones when he did covers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why
That's
Marilyn
fine.
Manson, out of all people? There's Megadeth, there's Metallica, there's Slayer, there's bands that are...
You know that I don't know about Dave Mustaine and Megadeth, but I've heard fucking Lars Ulrich praise Manson, and I've heard Kerry King of Slayer praise Manson. So two of the people in the bands you just fucking cited say that Manson's legit.
They're not even the same genre at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the bands he's naming are all considered like speed metal or,
I mean,
you know.
the thing is, I don't dislike any of the bands he listed just now. I like Metallica. I think Megadeth's okay. Slayer, I mean, not my thing, but I'll listen to them every once in a while.
Sure.
I don't have any problem with any of those fucking bands, so whatever.
Fantastic on the guitar. They sing a million times better, and their message is a lot more deep. Marilyn Manson is just a shock jock. He's Howard Stern with
This is
fucking
all
makeup.
subjective bullshit.
Howard Stern?
What?
Howard?
What did you say?
He said that Marilyn Manson is Howard Stern with makeup. I don't
Dude,
understand
Manson
that.
Is fucking gibberish.
That Manson is out of the shock phase of people actually being offended by what he does. That's so long since passed. That was like maybe the late 90s, early 2000s. No one gives
Yeah, it
a
was
shit.
like the mid to late 90s.
Yeah, no one cares what Manson does now.
Yeah, I mean, no one's like, oh my God, Manson destroyed the fabric of society. No one's saying that anymore.
He is the perfect representation of the music industry nowadays, and it's not about music.
Nowadays?
What? Which, of course, is what
Nowadays,
talking about?
I mean, like, Marilyn Manson is not mainstream.
I mean, like, listen to a pop station for an hour and listen to like a random mix of Marilyn Manson songs for an hour, and you're going to notice that they don't really have much in fucking common.
They don't play Marilyn Manson. I mean, like, they probably play his old hits more often than they play something new.
Sure.
Right.
Occasionally, you'll hear like "Beautiful People" and
Yeah.
Dreams.
But like, I don't even hear his old shit that play that much. I mean, even at the time when he was popular, it seemed like the radio kind of did not like playing him that much. At least not where I live.
Where I lived, they played him on the radio all the fucking time.
I was down south, so maybe they were a little bit more timid about it.
And never mind the fact, going back a little bit to him talking about like Slayer and Megadeth and shit, and fucking Metallica. All of those bands benefited in the same way that Marilyn Manson did from shock value. Like all of those bands only benefited from people like wringing their hands about their lyrics or their videos and shit. They were all eating at the same. They're all eating at the same trough as Marilyn Manson was. So I don't know how they're elevated above him in any way.
Well, he likes those bands. He doesn't like Manson.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're basically just being like, why the hell you don't have my taste in music?
That's what I'm saying. It's subjective, Brett. Who cares? If TJ likes that and you don't, whatever.
You're not about talent. You're not about informing people or offering anything.
Oh, God.
You're about shocking people. You're about an image and nothing more.
Okay, your fucking shallow ass interpretation of the fucking work of Marilyn Manson is just
You're
You're ridiculous.
This is like some Sigmund Freud shit,
like,
TJ. You emulate the shock jocks, TJ. For that's all you are yourself, a shock jock.
I mean, I could say that you're fucking. Oh, you're just like Metallica, dude. You know. Well, I would never say that because you suck.
Yeah.
You're not like any. You know what you're like? You're like a little kid with a fucking kazoo, dude. I'll take.
Dude, Brett's the kid on
Marilyn
cowbell.
Manson, the shock jock.
Brett's the kid on cowbell. They're like, come in, let this part, Brett. And he's just like, huh?
Don't give a shit if it's a bad or terrible image, as long as you are able to fulfill your narcissism as well as get paid to act like a fool.
Yep, you're a moron.
And that's what
Next
Marilyn
question.
Manson is to me.
Okay.
I'll admit that I've heard a couple songs where he doesn't completely suck.
Why are we?
But compared to bands classic rock from the 70s and throughout the 80s as well as early 90s, Marilyn Manson is dog shit.
Okay, so
yeah,
I don't care. Next.
So you're older.
Is there another question past this?
You're older, and you think music that's older, that was popular when you were like a teenager, is better than the music TJ got into when he was a teenager. I mean, isn't that basically what we're hearing here?
Never heard that one before.
Right.
No, it's all part of my like his brilliant psychoanalysis of my character, dude.
A guy who makes himself look like a one-eyed fucking mannequin, and he's not as smart as what people try to put forth. And notice it's usually children and teenagers who fucking think the guy's brilliant.
Oh my God.
So
once again, you're stuck in the fucking past, okay? Manson's fan base, I mean, yeah, there's still some young fans, but like, Manson's fan base, for the most part, has gotten older as he's gotten older. You know? Like, do you not understand the concept of fucking times, momentum? Like, your brain seems like it's just stuck in the past, dude.
You exist here. You exist here. Brett, you exist here. But you also exist here.
Is it DS9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're blowing Brett's mind.
Let's see. Oh, another fascinating thing. A while back, you insulted the shit out of people who are gamers. You insulted people who play video games. And because the audience took such a hatred towards that and a dislike, because apparently a lot of the people who watch you are kids and teenagers who enjoy video games.
Why do you play the shit video games you like now, Brett, when
Citation
Pac-Man's way better?
I don't remember ever being like, man, gamers are fucking stupid. Citation.
Kind of shit on them. But I noticed that you clearly and quickly changed.
Pac-Man and Cubert and Dig Dug. That's where it was at.
so
Fuck this Elder Scrolls
what
shit.
was the perk that you paid Brett the money and then he got to interview you? Was that the perk?
Yeah.
It seems like that's how in Brett's mind he interpreted when he said he was going to interview an interview. He meant he was going to interview you.
Oh, no?
No, Brett, Ben, that was clearly what Brett said.
Your routine and your entire concept around in order to make it look like you are actually a gamer. Which is one of the funny things about it is that you did the same thing to Anita Sarkeesian. A lot of people use her.
I've said several times on this show and on my channel as well that I'm not much of a gamer. I say I play games occasionally, casual gamer. That's what I've said I am, and that's true. I play games every once in a while. Usually I don't. You know, and I'm not huge into fucking video games like a lot of people are.
being a fake, that she's not really a gamer, that she just uses video games for the attention. Didn't you say that you thought that people who were gamers were fucking stupid? That they were idiots, and then all of a sudden you turn around and make it out that it sound like you've been playing video games the whole time and love it? Isn't that a lie?
Where did I say that?
Citation
My next
needed.
question for you is, why is it that you got married in the first place? I know that you've been through a divorce and your marriage didn't last but a year, but why?
Man, he just like takes jabs wherever he can see it. Like,
yeah,
it's like, why do you care? Why do you fucking care?
It's once again why anybody that ever feels bad for Brett Keane has just not watched enough Brett Keane. There's nothing. There's no level. Like there's a dude that I know TJ knows. You used to be friends with him, and then you're not anymore. Rob or whatever. Unseen Perfidy. Fuck, what's his name? And he's recently gotten into a bunch of trouble and shit on his own.
Was that
what's his name?
Films too?
Federalist Films. Yeah.
That
dude.
Yeah, he went all ultra feminist, and then and then he was condemning me as like this misogynist. But then it came out that he was actually sexually harassing women all over the place. So
right. So that dude also had some pretty dark things in his past. I won't air them here because they've kind of fallen off the radar on YouTube. But Brett Keane revealed them, like not revealed them, but he threatened. Whatever. It's hard to even talk about what he did because I don't want to fucking like bring up shit that people don't know anymore. But it's just nasty. Like there's no low for Brett Keane. There's nothing he won't say or do in order to try and hurt somebody. So feeling bad for him is just a fucking waste of energy.
Why did you get married if your plan was to have open relationships? And I suspect the open relationship had to have been with the package of bananas, but that's a whole nother fucking video altogether. Why would you marry someone and commit yourself to someone, whether through the court system or through a church, which I doubt you went to a church? Why would you tell a woman that you plan to be her husband, tell her that you're going to be in an open relationship?
You're so pathetic.
People make those arrangements all the time.
Yeah, plenty of Christians make that arrangement, Brett, and it doesn't work out.
What is this shit about? I didn't make her be in an open relationship, okay? And yeah, we were only married for a year, but we were actually together for like 5 years overall. We got married because we thought after 4 years our relationship was pretty stable, but it was one of those situations, individual, where, shit falls apart shortly after you get fucking married. I don't know. Sometimes marriage is just the fucking curse that brings the fucking shit down. And maybe in our case it was. I don't know. But, whatever. I mean, like, what does this question have to do with you?
It has nothing to do with him.
What do you give a shit about my personal fucking love life shit? Like, what is that? What bearing does that have on your existence at all? Explain that to me. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You're asking me questions, even though I'm the one who paid to ask you questions. Fine. Sure.
Which, of course, I would have a lot of doubts that you would have that much success in the first place. As rich as you are and as popular as you are, we all have seen the videos out there where you're hung like a doorbell. So you're not impregnating anyone and you're not actually penetrating, so there's no real sex there. But
what a lame diss, dude. You're hung like a doorbell. God, Brett, you can't even fucking eviscerate TJ's fucking micro dick. Come on, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when even Scotty is not even getting on board with your insults, dude.
No.
You're sad. You're
Ding
sad.
dong, amazing atheist. I just pushed your little doorbell, dick. Brett Keane's here to pwn your ass out of existence.
Oh yeah, he destroyed me.
You think it's about time to move on to the final segment?
Sure.
All right.
The final segment.
Yeah, that's it, baby. Oh, yeah. It was sped up.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Getting ribeye on here.
Ribeye.
Fucking ribeye.
If you just change that little part of her name, she sounds like a dude living out in the fucking outback somewhere. Like Ribey Jenkins sounds pretty much like what she is, but if you just change it to Ribeye Jenkins, don't go up near a Holler Pass. Old Ribeye Jenkins live up there, and he don't cotton to nobody traipsing across his property.
He thinks he got a pretty mouth.
Yep, good old Ribeye.
Yeah.
Good old. You know, Ribeye.
Ribeye gonna make sure you dead first. He shoot first.
Oh yeah. Oh
He's
yeah.
necrophiliac.
You ain't gonna hear Ribeye coming. Like he's not gonna be like, "Hey, who's on my land?" You're just gonna be dead. You know what I mean? Good old Ribeye, man.
Yeah.
It's the
And he's got to have you while you're warm. so.
We can't see you, ribeye.
Yeah.
Let me just adjust my.
motherfuckers.
Let me just adjust my webcam. Hold on here. Is it working?
Negative. Oh,
there it is.
There you go.
What the
What's
fuck's going on?
Going on
She's
here?
she's Galened. She's Galened herself up.
I just didn't know if I didn't get a memo or something why we were dressing up like fucking Jack Skellington the Juggalo or some shit. Like, I don't know. I just wanted to fit in, Just trying real hard.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Someone of your ilk would definitely pull something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of Egghead's ilk. How do you feel about that?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Feels good.
Yeah, being an ilk.
Yeah. It's a good position to be in,
You're all just fucking apologists, dude. You're all apologists. You are.
This makes me look really sad. Oh, God.
What?
It makes me look real sad. Like, I'm like fucking... I'm not, though. I'm fucking pumped. So, just so you know, these eyebrows don't tell my real emotion.
Oh yeah, you do kind of look down about something. Like, we need some sad violin music.
Hi guys, Ryby here.
Hi. What's up? What's going on? I don't know what you guys were talking about before this. Sorry.
Yeah, nobody does. Yeah,
we were talking about Brett Keane, and now it's time, for you to
Breen.
So, to read that shit, and then I'm probably gonna stay up all fucking night after the show's over trying to figure out why we can't stream anymore.
Probably Egghead.
Egghead?
Yeah, he's DDoSing, dude. He's like, fuck this shit.
Round 2, bitch. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's
Release
true.
the
Egghead
yoke.
leaves.
Release the yoke upon the peasants. You break an egg, you give
It was there.
Yeah. Before, what was he doing? You said he had like a manic episode where he was like screaming about how the cringe lord was.
He was like feeling empowered that he knew what Galen was going to talk about. So he was like, okay, like I'm getting confidence about myself, which was nice to see because it was a different pace of, it was a pace of change. And he was like, oh, the cringe lord's gonna be back. The yolks are spilling out in the middle of Discord, like screaming this, and we're
Could you
just
imagine
like,
hearing that?
No. I don't know. That
Is there-
confidence,
is there-
that confidence
is there
must have
video of
evaporated
that?
before he actually.
Oh yeah, dude, it was gone. By the time he came on, it was gone.
Was anybody recording when this happened? Oh
I don't,
man.
it was audio only. So if anything, we would just have audio, but still, I can see if I can see if we can have it.
Man, if he was on camera for that, that might be the most golden piece of video ever
He
to
was
appear on
like-
the Drunken Peasants.
You could hear shit like falling. It was like, I'm the fucking cringe lord. Yes, it was insane. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do.
Cringe. Dude, I invented a new genre for Egghead to be in a band.
that?
Oh, what?
Cringecore, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say cringecore. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's
DP subreddit's blowing up right now, guys. Oh yeah, DP subreddit's blowing up. DP subreddit's blowing up.
X-Wing, 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 X-Wing.
Yep.
Yep.
Those are the two things most associated with Egghead: the DP subreddit blowing up and X-Wing.
Yeah, and X-Wing.
I'm having trouble associating even one other thing with him.
GoFundMe campaigns.
Yeah.
The shape of his head. The shape of his head.
Well, yeah, I mean, like those things. But I'm talking about like something you could say.
Oh.
You know.
Ooh. Drawing a blank.
Yeah, I don't know.
Besides X-Wings, yeah.
X-Wing.
X-Wing, no!
He felt real powerful. Like before this whole thing, he was real excited. Just crumbled, man. He crumbled. Crumbled. Egghead.
Folded like a piece of paper. Yeah, that was it.
Galen's wiener was inside of you, Egghead. It's okay. It's okay. It happens.
Didn't even give Egghead a
someone on the subreddit actually said
about this.
Egghead finally got raped.
Egghead never watched the video of us giving him advice.
Never?
No.
He wouldn't
never
watch
fucking-
it.
Yep.
He wouldn't watch it?
I had him sit in a, like, and this isn't to, like, make him feel bad about himself, but I made him sit in a Discord channel, and I was like, you need to watch this. They don't hate you, because his whole thing is he's worried about people not liking him, and I'm like, You need to watch this. It's not that they don't like you, but there's things that could have been done differently, and they're genuinely telling you, even Scotty, and I know Scotty doesn't really like you that much, even Scotty gave you advice, bud. You gotta watch this. And so we sat him down, and Egg Tits was there, and then immediately as we started it, he was like, I'm gonna throw up, and like ran to the bathroom. Like, oh wait.
What the fuck, man?
You're blurry.
He's like a fucking
Dude, Egghead is fucking
character.
attacking the show, making cameras go blurry.
The final cringe down. Da-da-da-da.
But the good news is that it's over.
It is over.
You know? Isn't that
Yeah.
great?
Yeah, I'm done with it.
The way I dressed implies that. Don't you get it? It's over.
The only thing
It's original.
I think the only thing left to be seen with it is Galen said he might have more information, and if he releases that, then yeah, whatever.
Galen can do what he wants.
Yeah, he
That's
can do
what I'm
it
saying.
on.
I'm not pursuing
the
any
Drunken
further.
Peasants are not.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm done.
I'm done with it.
I mean, unless there's some explosive, crazy development, then I'm sure whatever. But
I agree with you guys.
TJ was the kid that she beat.
Whoa.
Dun
Dun,
dun dun. Somehow I was a kid only like
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
years ago or whatever, but yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago, I was just a little kid.
Just a little baby.
So Ryby,
are we doing? Are we reading Craigslist?
Yeah. I don't really have them prepared to pull up because of all the craziness that's been happening. But I would say you have them in front of you, right?
I do, yeah, but do you need me to send them to you or no?
No,
Nah,
that's
we don't
fine.
even need to say. You just go ahead and read them.
Yeah, go ahead and read them.
Just do your thing. Okay,
Do it,
so
bitch.
but there's
Read the
pictures.
fucking Craigslists. That's what you're good for.
All right. Let me get my first one out. This one is called Roommates and Friends with Benefits Needed. Picture perfect location opposite of Catteray Park. Owner is away a lot due to business trips, but please consider that you'll be living with a pug. You'll have free internet, free parking, it's fully furnished, free laundry, a nice backyard, and you can eat anything you see in the fridge for free. Now, I'm just looking for a young, understanding lady. Now, you must not have any criminal background. Criminal backgrounds will be checked. And guess what? Credit and background check is a must. So that means Egg Tits can't apply for this, but that was the ad. That's why I wanted to bring it up. That's all. I just wanted to. I just wanted to
Twist
jab.
the knife. Twist the knife.
Not qualified.
Fuck you. See, this isn't
Criminal
fun.
background check.
Now we're gonna talk about Pokemon Go. Have you guys done a Pokemon Go thing lately?
We don't. I
Hotline?
mean, like,
nobody's called
the
in.
hotline for a while.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, not recently,
it.
but probably soon.
Well, if they do call in, you need to advise them of this product, okay? If you're tired about worrying about getting mugged or robbed or even worse, killed, then worry no more. I'm available for all your Pokemon Go protection needs. Hunt Pokemons wherever you want with comfort. Walk down scary, dark alleyways, through haunted houses, and you can even search for Pokemon in the worst of neighborhoods, with the comfort of knowing someone is watching after you. That's right. I'll walk step by step, right beside you while you safely play Pokemon Go with no worries whatsoever. Hurry! Appointments are being booked quickly, and limited slots are available. We're the best defensive solution when it comes to serious gaming, so call today. Hire Pokemon Go Security. Hurry! Appointments are filling up.
What if they want to go to Syria or something? Let's go to Syria and catch
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Dude, I bet there's some rare ass Pokemon out in the desert in Syria.
There was a
Gotta be, man.
There was a guy in Russia that got arrested for playing Pokemon Go in a church.
As he should be.
I mean, like, he's like going to prison too.
The fine print is that we're only in America. I just
Yeah.
can't. I just didn't want to tell you, but only in America.
Damn. Boo.
I want to try this
Lord
guy
Voss.
out. Like, let's find the most dangerous neighborhood in America.
Okay.
And hire this dude to protect us to go hunt Pokemon through it.
Yeah, dude, sounds fun.
You have to all be
Hire a
wearing red
Pokemon
hoodies.
guard.
All right, and
So
this
we
last
look like
one.
a gang.
Yeah, this last one's called Caucasaurus Rex.
Awesome.
Hey, Craigslist ladies. I have a Caucasaur here, and he's hungry. Please feed him soon before he starves and we experience another extinction event. He's DDF. I don't know what that means. And hopes you are too. He has no preference on body type, race, and age when he's hungry. So tell all your friends to raise awareness for the Caucasaur. Put what you will feed him in the title of your email, so that way he knows you're real. Hint, he likes, and this word is Pusarolophus, I'm gonna guess. It's a dinosaur with puss in it, okay? But he'll take other food too. Pictures for picture. Save the species.
Wow.
I wonder if this is just like some dude, like, this would be funny if I did this, or if this is like a guy legitimately like, man, my cock needs some attention. How can I get it? I know. I'll fucking compare it to a dinosaur and say that it needs to be fed some pussy. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your age is.
Yeah, I mean, he's just like throwing it all.
I mean, TJ, did you write this ad?
Yeah, he don't discriminate.
This seems like a TJ ad.
I couldn't fucking call my cock a Caucasaurus Rex, dude. Come on.
Well, you know, it's Craigslist. You know, people lie. People lie.
I put the word in the chat for you guys if you want to try to pronounce that. Pusarolophus? Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me look at this shit.
It's not a real word, so I guess whatever interpretation you have of it's fine.
Yeah, I can't even because
Pusarolophus. Yeah, Pusarolophus.
There we go.
There we go. That's what he's looking for, ladies.
I think I like Pusaraptor or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know why I picked such a hard word. It would have been a good job, but
even like Pussasaurus would be better, you know.
Like Pusarolophus doesn't even really sound like a dinosaur. It sounds like a female snuffleupagus.
To me, it sounds like a fucking disease of the genitals or something.
Pusarolophus.
Sorry, dear. You've come down with Pusarolophus. You only have 6 weeks to live.
How'd you get that Pusarolophus? I know I don't have Pusarolophus. How'd you get it?
Snuffleupagus.
This has been a strange episode.
I know, and I think pretty soon we should wrap it, even though it's a little less than our normal show length. I have a lot of work ahead of me.
Yeah, I don't think it's really that much shorter.
A little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah, a little bit
whatever. It's been a weird show.
Yeah, it was a weird show, and the tech. It would have been a good show without all the tech issues.
It kind of started on a high note because we were doing so well with all so many viewers and shit watching us.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just went with shit. Maybe we should have just let Galen and them motherfuckers argue for 2.5 hours.
Galen posted that he cursed us.
Neat.
Yes, amazing atheist. I did curse the drunken peasants, and more importantly, those liars tonight.
Shit.
Wow.
It's pretty disturbing imagery there.
It was the juju.
Like, what are you getting out of it?
Do you know how you get rid of
I'm just
juju,
curious.
Paul?
Nothing.
What?
I mean, like it's.
I said, do you know how you get rid of juju, Paul?
I hope this isn't a Hitler joke.
It is.
Sounded like one.
Holocaust, dude.
Oh, God.
Damn.
All right.
I think at that note, let's wrap this show up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for being on the show, Ryby, and thanks to Galen
for being here earlier and telling Ben to shut the fuck up finally. And thanks to Egghead, I guess, for at least facing the music and.
Good job.
Was there someone else here too at some point?
Yeah, I'm not gonna pat Egghead on the back, but yeah, that's whatever.
Yeah.
Was it?
Whatever.
Yeah. I thank you for being on.
I'll thank pretty much anyone for being on.
I thank you for being on, but yeah, that's about it.
Except for Brett Keane.
Well, yeah, fuck him.
All right. Good night.
We should try to get him on.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Peace. Sorry for the weirdness.